What is going on, guys? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of April, so you know what that means. It is time to do our monthly haul of everything we got. And let me tell you, we got a lot. We got a pretty hefty stack here. We have one NECA figure, and we have 10 movies. So we're going to go ahead and start with the figure, get that out of the way, and then obviously, if you guys are watching, you are here for the movies. So got a lot of good stuff. We got some 4Ks. We got a Steelbook. We got a bunch of Blu-rays. We got some Arrow video. A lot of nice stuff in this pile this month. And I did not expect this month to be as good as it was. It just worked out. It just worked out. We got a lot of new releases. We got some old stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and kick it off. So this is courtesy of my wife. So my wife and I, one thing we do every year for each other is we get each other Easter baskets. And you know, obviously we have 3 kids as well. So like, it's just something we like doing. And my wife and I definitely like to spoil each other. And this is something that I've been wanting for a really long time. I just never got it because of the price. And I know some of you may be thinking like, oh, that's like $35. Yeah, I don't collect a lot of stuff like this. Like, this is the 3rd NECA figurine I own. Like, I have a Toonie Terror of Michael, and then I have like a Beetlejuice one that I got on clearance. But I've never had an Ultimate NECA figure before. So this is the Halloween Ends Ultimate Michael Myers. Say what you want about Halloween 2018, H40, whatever you want to call it, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. I think they are 3 great movies. I love all of the old movies. Halloween is my favorite franchise of all time. There is not a Halloween movie I dislike. So yeah, even the Rob Zombie ones, they're not my favorite. But you know, I don't hate them as much as other people hate them. I just like Michael Myers a lot. And yeah, people shit on Halloween Ends. I think it's a great movie. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But this is really cool. I really like this. I know a lot of people that collect these figures hang them up on the wall by this and they just hang the boxes. I'm probably going to take him out and display him. And I know that may drive people crazy. Like the Toonie Terror thing, I literally ripped the package open and threw it out. Same thing with the Beetlejuice one. I will keep this one just because, like, you know, it is a little bit nicer. It has the window where you can kind of see everything. But you can see, you get the head that's on there, and then you get another head that looks a lot more beat up. You get a pumpkin, you get 3 knives, a regular, a bloody, and then like the rusted one, and some different hands and stuff. This figure just looks great. I don't quite know where I'm going to display him yet. I don't know if he'll fit in a shelf like this, but my problem with that is like I get movies so often that like a lot of this stuff's going to end up moving. So I might stick him up top. I do have a Halloween 2018 Myers mask up there from Trick or Treat Studios. So I might put him up there next to it. I don't know. But yeah, we got the Ultimate Halloween Ends Michael Myers. And I definitely want to pick up more of these. If the price is right and I can find a way to properly display them, I'm definitely going to look into getting more of those. Next up here, this is one that I remember seeing like a trailer for last year. And I was like, there's no way that they're actually doing this. And they did it. And that is Rick and Morty, the anime. This just released today, Tuesday, April 29th. And I was waiting on this to come in to make this video. So yeah, Rick and Morty, the anime. I'm a big Rick and Morty fan. It's kind of funny, like my mouse mat that my tripod's sitting on right now at my computer is like a Rick and Morty mouse pad. I've loved Rick and Morty since season 1, way before the Pickle Rick hype, before all of that. I've just been a fan of Rick and Morty. It's my favorite animated show of all time. I own seasons 1 through 7 on Blu-ray, and I have not watched the anime yet. I'm in the process of like finishing season 7 of Rick and Morty because I kind of fell behind in watching it like after season 5 because I just got really busy with life and I have a baby who is calling my name. Hi, buddy. He's probably going to want to come and be in the video. So, you know, I got to let him. He's my little helper. But yeah, Rick and Morty, the anime, something really cool that I noticed. I catalog all my movies in an app, so I always like open them up. And this disc art is just crazy cool. Obviously, it's like anime Rick sitting there. It's green. It looks sweet. And then you just have like this trippy kind of like reversible art on the inside. And I just think it looks really, really cool. Yes, we're going to get Grayson up here. So yeah, we have Rick and Morty, the anime on Blu-ray. Cannot wait to watch it. I'm like the first couple episodes into season 7, so there's that. And this is Grayson. This is my little man. Camera shy now. Next up, we have Tommy Boy 4K Steelbook, Chris Farley. I've only ever seen bits and pieces of this movie, and I've always liked what I saw of it. I don't think I've ever been able to watch this movie from start to finish. That's probably going to change here really soon. This Steelbook is gorgeous. So at my job, I work with tech, and I help a lot of old people set up cell phones and things like that. And every once in a while, I get a tip, and I got a very generous tip from a lady, and I used that tip to buy this Steelbook. It looks great, honestly. You get a 4K and a Blu-ray disc, obviously a digital code, and this comes with a double-sided poster, which is really cool. So on one side, obviously, you get kind of like the poster art, looks just like that, and then the back is actually a map. This is the 30th anniversary edition as well, so pretty cool. I have a bunch of posters for some movies that I need to figure out the size, and I need to get some frames and hang them up, because I have a whole bunch of Arrow Video posters. I have some Scream Factory posters, and like this, and I love movies, and I want to be able to display that in my movie room. So I think eventually I'm going to look into some frames and start framing some of these. But again, a gorgeous Steelbook that is 4K. Next up, my wife was talking about wanting to watch this, and I have not seen this movie in years. And if you guys have Twitter or X, whatever you call it, there's a great page called Broke Horror Fan, and they just tweet out anytime Amazon has crazy sales on movies, whether they're horror or not, they tweet them out with a link, and you can go and purchase. I've actually purchased a few things through their links that they share, because I would have no way of knowing. So it's really cool that they're kind of on top of things like that. And that is Chappie on Blu-ray. This movie is hilarious, and I love it. And I think they were supposed to make a second one, or people wanted a second one. I don't know, but we never did get a second one. But this movie is awesome, and this was only $5 on Amazon. So anytime I feel like you can pick up a Blu-ray for $5, it's definitely worth it. It comes with a digital code as well. And it's really funny because it says not compatible with all devices after 12/13/2018. The digital code worked just fine. So it says it expired in 2018. It definitely did not. Next up, a movie that a lot of people kind of shit on. But my wife and I watched it when it came out, and we really liked it. And I love the original film. I love the book that it's based on. And I feel like if you guys read the book and then watch this movie, it ties in really nicely. And that is Pet Sematary Bloodlines. So obviously, if you guys have never seen this, or if you're familiar with the movie, the old man, his name's Judd. And if you read the book, Judd kind of goes into his backstory about how he knows about the Pet Sematary. And this movie touches on that. And I feel like people hated it because nobody actually took the time to read the book. If you read the book, it's fantastic. Judd's backstory in the book is great. And this movie touched on that, and it made me very happy. So I really like this. This was another one that was really, really cheap on Amazon. I want to say this was less than $10. Pet Sematary Bloodlines on 4K. Get a 4K and a digital code. I do want to rewatch that. Next up, one of my most anticipated releases... one of my most anticipated releases of the month of April was Companion. Sophie Thatcher, who plays Iris in this movie, also plays young Natalie in Yellow Jackets. My wife and I are big fans of Yellow Jackets and young Natalie in the show. And she was in a movie that came out earlier this year called Heretic, and it was fantastic. And then she plays Iris in this movie. And this movie was awesome. I really liked it. My wife really liked it. If you guys don't want to pick this up, if you have Max, you can actually watch this and stream it on Max. But I get Max free with my cell phone service. But I still decided to own this movie, even though I can watch it for free, technically, even though I pay $120 a month for cell phone service. But there we go. Companion. Great movie. Next up, this was kind of a blind buy for me. My wife and I love John Wick-esque movies, just kind of like fun, turn your brain off, beat 'em up, kind of like action comedies. We really like Sisu. We obviously like the John Wick franchise. We like Nobody. Really excited for Nobody too. And this is one that come out called Love Hurts. And this movie was a ton of fun. If you don't know, I don't want to like Ki Hung Kwan, I believe that's how you say his name. He was in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and he was also Data in the Goonies. So really cool. This movie was just really, really fun. We had friends come over the other night. I think it was like this past Saturday, and we put this movie on, and they really enjoyed it. So really good movie. And yes, that is Marshawn Lynch. If you're a football fan, that is Marshawn Lynch on the back. He is in this movie, and he has a great dynamic. Super, super fun. Next up, I picked this up on Whatnot. This came out just before I started collecting the Vestra online, like pretty heavily. So I kind of missed this one in stores. And it was funny. This guy was on Whatnot, and he was starting like dollar Blu-rays or $2 Blu-rays or something. And I requested this one be shown, me and another person. And I outbid the person at the last second on this and won it. And that person was a little upset about it. But, you know, I wanted it in my collection, and now I got it. This is number 27 in the Vestra Online, and that is Earth Girls Are Easy. I've never seen this movie. It has a pretty loaded cast. Gina Davis, Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, Jeff Goldblum, Julie Brown. And it just looks crazy. So going to be checking this one out at some point. But the slipcover looks great. So yeah, normally these do come with a digital code. I bought this used. It did not come with a digital code. That's fine. I have a Blu-ray player and a 4K player, so I can watch it literally anytime. Next up, I got this one for my kids and myself. Mainly my oldest son and my baby here. He has been more into watching movies lately. And this is one that I put on, and he actually liked it, and that is Dogman. Dogman is a really fun movie. Sorry, he likes to mess up my movie shelf, so we're just going to let him go because there's no winning. But Dogman was really fun. The animation is great. Very, like, Captain Underpants vibes, I guess. I used to read the crap out of Captain Underpants when I was in school, and I believe they made a Captain Underpants movie. I don't own it, but I feel like I need to. But Dogman was just really fun. My oldest enjoyed it. He's 12. And even my youngest here, who's a year and a half, it definitely held his attention. It may have taken us like 3 or 4 days to finish the movie because, you know, he is 1.5 years old, but we did get through it, and I actually really enjoyed it. Next up here, we have 3 Arrow video titles. I don't know where these came from. I did not buy these. They just kind of showed up. There was no note, nothing like that. So I don't know. If whoever sent these to me, if you're watching, thank you. I definitely didn't have these in my collection. I don't know anything about these movies either. So these are all like complete, I guess, blind watches for me when I do decide to watch them. First up here, we have Brain Damage. I love Arrow Video and what they do, and I think that they put out some really, really great stuff. And I did watch the trailers for these when I did get them in, and they all look pretty insane. But Brain Damage. We have the comic. This movie looks insane. There we go. I'm really sad because Arrow Video had their Easter Carnage sale, and I always try to buy something from it. This year I couldn't. Because I had to be an adult and pay bills, sadly. But we do have the comic. I will be purchasing from their Black Friday sale, 110%. And then we have Evil Ed. Again, I know nothing about it. The artwork looks great. The trailer made it look great, so cannot wait to check that out. And then we have Mark Wahlberg in Flight Risk, another movie that a lot of people just kind of shit on. And I kind of see why. I enjoyed this movie for the most part. Was it fantastic? No. Like, am I going to like run and tell everybody to go watch this movie? No. If you're bored and you want to watch something pretty entertaining, watch Flight Risk. Mark Wahlberg is crazy and he's like kind of bald. It's weird seeing him like that. But yeah, it's a very interesting film. My wife and I watched it, and we enjoyed it for the most part. It was pretty decent. And then last, but certainly not least, another movie that I was beyond hyped for, and I managed to not get any sort of spoilers for that, and that is Heart Eyes. I always love a slasher film. This kind of gave me Thanksgiving vibes, but Valentine's Day. I did like Thanksgiving. I think I like Hard Eyes more. It had a good comedy aspect to it, and even my wife really enjoyed it. I don't think my wife cared too much for Thanksgiving. Like I said, I like Thanksgiving, but I feel like Hard Eyes definitely was a better movie. And yeah, this movie was just super fun, and I really enjoyed it. So that is everything, guys, that we picked up for the month of April. It is a hefty stack. I'm going to be doing a lot of rearranging on my shelves here soon to get these all put away, and then we start all over again in May. I don't know what's coming out in May, like release-wise. I'm going to have to look, but I'm sure I'll end up picking up some stuff always, even if it's just a couple things. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, I'll see you later in another video. Bye-bye.